in the open air studio inside the compound of Human Rights Radio and Television. In the open air studio inside the compound of Human Rights Radio and Television, the headquarters of Brekete Family Reality Radio and Television Talk Magazine program. Stand up for the national pledge after the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. So help us God as a nation, Nigeria. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, in Akwana Ekaro Tutuwama una good morning.
Good morning, Mariam Mbaka.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mariam Mbaka.
Good morning,
Good morning, Mariam Mbaka.
Hembelembe.
Oh, lo, lo.
Ay, hembelembe.
Oh, lo, lo.
Ay. Hembelembe.
Oh, lo, lo.
Lazy man, wake up. Lazy woman, wake up. Lazy brother, wake up. Lazy sister, wake up. Lazy auntie, leave that bed. Lazy uncle, you still lie down for bed? No wait for manna to come from heaven, because he no go come. Stand up, take your life, do better thing. Young, intelligent, optimistic youth what we get for Nigeria. Regardless of our situation, regardless of our challenges, regardless of our tribulations, let us join our hands, our hearts, and our heads to make Nigeria better than the way it is. Nigeria is for everybody. Nigeria is not for one person. You where you dey out there, make you know they selfish, say Nigeria na for only you. Nigeria na for everybody. If you be leader, make you know they happy, say because you be leader, an opportunity to chop money. Some people, once they give them leadership positions, you go see people go run, go they congratulate them, because na time to chop money. If you be leader, the first thing way suppose come your mind, now how do I deliver? What am I supposed to do to deliver? This is a task given to me. If you put this one for your mind as your number one priority, you go see say all other selfish interests no go come your mind. But once they give you leadership positions and you begin there very happy, you can't carry book and biro, begin they calculate the number of houses you go buy, the number of cars you go buy, the number of accounts you go open. You don't begin to divert your mind from your main goal to chopping of country's money. As a leader, you are supposed to be responsible, accountable for your actions and activities. As a leader, you are supposed to coordinate, manage, and control. As a leader, you are supposed to put hands together, work as a team with your followers or people around you to see that you all meet your target, your goal. As a leader, you are supposed to ensure that whatever activities you assign for people to carry out should be done well. As a leader, you are supposed to supervise. You are supposed to monitor. And you are supposed to evaluate. As a leader, you are supposed to ensure that there's always sustainability in every activity you put in place. So when I say the work of a leader no be small job, na serious task. But some leaders think say once they give you that position, you go dey brag, begin dey happy. You think say na time to chop money. Now work. For advanced countries, once they give person leadership responsibility, that person mind no go dey at rest, because he know say he get plenty work wey he suppose do. And if you no do that work, the people wey put am there go hold am accountable, and he know the consequences wey he go face. But the reverse is the case here in our country. Anyway, we no go to blame our leaders. We self join. Because if we no join, they no go do am. Not until we change the narrative, we from the grassroots will begin to change the narrative. That's now when our leaders go know say yes, we dey serious. And they will start making things right. But if we don't change the narrative, we still keep selfishness in our heart. This country, this on our leaders today, and every one of us, those listening to us, those in Nigeria and diaspora, say, make we all stand up, join our hands, our hearts, and our heads to move Nigeria forward. This is my message for una today. Una hembelembe. Yes, my brothers and sisters, for now, look time, I go say time, don't give us signal. Signal, make we do 18, signal, make we begin our cases. Good morning.
Good morning, Auntie Miriam.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brekete family.
Yes.
My name is Oluwakemi Elizabeth Abolarin, and the first case we'll get now from John Nasara. Now, him be the person where alleged say he work with Triple Hands Agro Food Company, and say in get industrial accidents will lead to the loss of him in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Auntie Maria.
Thank you.
Good morning, Brekete family.
Yes. Waiting be your name.
My name is John Kadmis Nasara.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. Waiting be your complaint.
My complaint is that I work with Triple Hands Agro Food Enterprise in Abuja, Lokugoma District, Penville Estate. I had accident on the 12th of November, 2020. In this accident, my wedding remained 1 month, 2 weeks. Immediately after the accident, they took me to hospital, Brekete Hospital, for the treatment and surgery. After all the treatment, the company forced me to come back work on the 20th of January 2021, while the wound is not yet clear. I continue working with them while I'm going time to time to hospital. It reached on the 18th of March, if I'm not mistaken, 2021, That is why the company give me over pressure, which I has no any time or opportunity to went to the hospital for treatment anymore. So with these conditions, I'm working with them till this year, 4th of March, and I observing that if I work, it hardly for me to sleep in the night due to the pain I'm passing through in my hand, because I started working with the hand while it's yet to be done, the wound. So with these reasons, I says that as the work is going, it hardly for them, they don't understand that the way I'm working before, I cannot carry on the work like that. So it leads me to tender my resignation letter. So after the resignation letter, there is nothing come out from me, and the conditions I'm passing through, I cannot find work and no job for me in this country. Anyway, if I decided to look for job, they will tell me that due to my accidental issue, there is no opportunity for me. So even to eat in my home is very hardly for me, except my wife if she's so in the room we are living, before we can get a food to feed. So this is the conditions. The last time me and him spoke is on the 9th of July this year. I call him with I tell him that for me to hear what he will air for me, I tell him that, sir, I want to sue NITF to court, because as this accident happened, he reported my case to NITF. So any other things, he cannot go there. He would rather send me to NITF. If they are following the ideally right channel, I didn't have any business with NITF. It's only him that he can fight for me for my benefit, for what happened to me. So he cannot do that. So as I tell him this issue, he tell me that his number one what he can always tell me that I am the one put my hand in machine, that machine caught my hand, for me to hold him responsible for all this kind of issue. When he always tell me this, I ask a question one day. I say, sir, can you tell me, or have you ever seen that anybody see dead that can still go to that place? I have no response from him. So all these things that is I'm passing through, if I call him, that is the word he can tell me, and he will even para. He cannot even let me to set a word. This is what I'm passing through. So I observed that if I say that, he will always tell me that anywhere I will carry him go, I should go. Heaven cannot fall, and nothing they will do him. So this is the all the situations I'm passing in summary. So I have no place to go that they can fight for my batting. That's why I decided to come to Human Rights Radio, Brekete family. May they help me for these kind of conditions that I'm passing through. That's the reasons that I'm here.
Okay, sir. Which work una they do for that company?
We process yam flour,
Okay.
plantain flour, beans flour, and corn flour.
How this accident take happen?
That very day is the day that I started operating that new machine, because he imported the machine from China. So that is the day that I started operating the machine. So due to the agreement that we have within we the staff, that we are learning that new machine, and it says that every day one person can operate it from morning to evening. So I be the first person to started operating that machine. So I started operating the machine from morning to evening, 6:50 p.m. I even finish the bowl and scoop that I'm using for operating the machine. I turn back, I give to my colleague standing close by. I tell him that, bros, check that floor for me. If it's dry, let me come down, because a day that I will move to my village for my marriage certification signing. So I'm talking to him. While I'm talking to him, I give the machine back. Immediately my head begin to turn me up. I get myself inside this feeder. The two hand get inside the feeder. In the process of I'm dragging, if I draw my hand out, the machine will draw me, because it's an air that can use to draw the flow. If I drag my hand out, he will draw me. This my hand that got it. I removed the right one. For me to drag and remove the left one, I couldn't. The machine grabbed my hand, that caught this hand off immediately is not up to 2 minutes.
Immediately.
Immediately. It pieces the hand. You can see how the surgery is. This my hand, the bone tear in two. Up to today, if you see the CD plate of this my hand.
And my brother, since morning till evening, you been dey work for that machine.
Yes.
You not even go for an hour break. Nobody can't relieve you.
I went
Nothing.
for 30-minute break.
Just 30 minutes. That's not good enough. And nobody relieved you from that work.
They are doing some other job.
Somebody should be there to relieve you. Somebody should be there to relieve you. Now make that your eye just turn you.
You started like from what time
I started from 8.
in the morning
Yes, sir.
and closed by 6 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Got only 6:30 p.m.
6:50.
6:50.
That is exactly the time that accident started.
10 minutes to 7.
Yes, sir.
So got only 30 minutes break.
Yes, sir.
I have not seen a nation where the work is not regulated.
I wonder.
And we have Ministry of Labor and Productivity. That he worked that number of hours with 30 minutes break. If it happens in outside this country, the company will pay with their last dime. And then the machine he worked with was just brought in from China.
No training.
Ask him, how many days were you trained before you start to use the machine?
That new machine, not trained. That's the first day.
You were the
very
first person.
day you
Yes.
saw the machine installed was the first day you started working. No
We are the one
training.
installed the machine. In fact,
So it wasn't even, you can see the system. You can see what people run in this country as industries, as factories, and Ministry of Labor and Productivity. Even if they cannot create employment for people, they can at least regulate what happens in employment. As done in other countries. And now you can hear the accusation. The owner of the factory is now saying that na him carrying
hand put inside.
machine. So if na hand they won't carry, why no carry in head put inside? For you to see the heartlessness of the people simply because there is gap in our regulatory businesses in this country.
Yes.
Simply because government agencies, departments, and ministries that are supposed to do their work are not doing. Where on earth in any country will you hear somebody reporting this and they are still sitting in the office waiting until he brings a complaint?
Yes, it be like say Kemi want talk. Let's hear from you, Kemi.
Okay, Auntie Miriam, you know, say the way we ordinary present teach us to do this work, that if person bring complaint, you go reach out to the respondent. So I actually called the owner of the company, and then when I call him, the thing when tell me be say make I ask am whether they owe him salary. Because I tell them, say, why they know, at least as then say make you no come work again, there should be a payoff. Because this is a permanent disability. You say they know they owe him salary, say they pay him all the money where they supposed to pay him as per say in work for them, and that's it.
No
So the way-
compensation.
Honestly, it was actually the way he spoke on phone. That was why I even asked him to come. Let's just take it on air, because he's not ready to. Like from the perception I have from what
Please
from the
give us his
conversation we
number.
have, he's not ready to
Precious,
pay.
give it to consultant Ike, make you call him. That is one of the major problems we have in Nigeria. I used to tell when I said the major problem we get for Nigeria now monitoring and evaluation. No monitoring and evaluation, no effective monitoring and evaluation, no supervision, nothing.
What is the name of this company again, so that at least people where they follow us go know which organization it be? Maybe you get other people where also don't suffer this kind thing, but they never get opportunity to come out and talk as it be them. What be their name?
the name of the company is Triple Hand Agro Food Enterprise.
Triple what?
Triple Hands.
Triple hands.
Hands.
Okay. And now they can't cut off one of your hands.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Just
Triple
imagine.
hands.
Yes, sir.
You
And
see how
another
careless
thing
they
that the
are.
reasons why this man always tell me that I am the one putting my hand into the machine. While the accident occurred, the factory technician was not in the company.
And your own name is?
John Kadmis Nasara. So he is the one that come and tell him that he is telling me I should not put my hand, and I'm not listening. So while the...
Hold on. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Mr. Joseph, how are you? Hello? Hello? Can you talk to me, Mr. Joseph? He's listening to the program.
He's listening to the
He
program.
doesn't want to talk. For people where they follow us for this program, Brekete family, my name is Consultant Ike, and the person where we call now, the CEO of Triple Hands Agro Limited.
Sit down, bro. Oga.
Mr. Joseph,
Sit down
na his
and
name.
talk to the mic.
And we call him because of the kind of accident where one of his workers they report for our program Brekete family, and the hand of this young man was cut off by machine that this organization installed, according to him, without training, and pushed them to work between 8 o'clock in the morning to 6:50 in the evening with only 30 minutes break. And at the man where we call and instead when he go talk or respond, he just put them on the listing. Maybe I go still call him again to give him benefit of doubt in case he be say in on side the microphone no work now. Make I call him again.
Just imagine. You bring in a new equipment, a new machine to an organization, to a company, no training, and now even the staff install them. Una sabi install them, una do the machine. Talk to the mic. Now una do the machine.
No.
Una know how to install the machine.
Bring his complaint.
No.
How una take install the machine? Una just read the manual.
Yes, read the manual and he will call Chinese, those that produce the machine. They will direct in video call.
The customer you are calling is busy. Please try again later.
Any small thing now, they go run one protest, go strike. See what thing they supposed to do. Regulate this kind of activities.
The customer you are calling is busy. Please try again later. Thank you.
Sometimes I wonder what our ministries are doing.
Triple Hands Agro Foods Limited.
People union.
Customer you are calling.
There's a big go strike. There's a big protest.
Thank you.
Carry placard they waka about. This is what they are supposed to do. If you want carry placard they waka about, be going to these companies, regulate their activities, ask for monthly report. Senior Hydro up to today. No performance evaluation, nothing. Then why is the ministry functional when all these functions are not even effective?
You know, my hand intake right this number. Make it I go give and make it farm. If he be say I know Sabi, I know see.
Dear customer,
Kemi, give and make you confirm the number.
In case na mistake I do, they call
The number. Make we hear.
Okay.
I hear say the wife na the MD, him be CEO, and na the wife I they call now.
Okay.
So, but if I call, they no pick. You help me, make it no be saying a wrong number with calls. And as he be saying, don't lose one of your hands. If he be say, it be one right, 1 go 7. Now the wife.
dear customer,
Mrs.
the
Joseph
MTN number you have dialed is not reachable.
For Triple Hands Agro Food Limited.
Located where, my brother?
So,
Lokugoma district, Penville Estate, Road A4, House 2.
So that those way they
time
go talk.
they called wife will be the MD. So once in no peak, I go just try the first one, try last, will be the husband number. According to the complainant, then we go confirm from him. Make we dey sure say na the correct number we call. And people where they follow us for this program, they fit also help us confirm them. Okay.
Please give Akramakala the microphone. That one.
The customer you are calling is busy. Please try again
Sorry,
later.
this kind of industry, they did for residential estate to start with.
I don't know Akramakala. Na part of waiting we go begin look as it don't come now.
Okay.
As it be said the matter. But before you go talk far, make we confirm it. Make you no be saying another person number with the call. Triple Hands Agro Food Limited. Check my brother the number where you write for us. The MD number will be Mr. Joseph na 070 you write. Is it correct? If
Yes,
it's correct,
sir.
you say it's correct.
Yes, sir.
33
Yes, sir.
30
Yes, sir.
57
Yes, sir.
39.
Yes, sir.
No, check again because
again.
waiting like that.
That's his
Zero.
number.
Wait. 070
Yes, sir.
33
Yes, sir.
30
Yes, sir.
57
Yes, sir.
39.
Yes, sir.
You say na Mr. Joseph, the MD of Triple Hands Agro Food Limited. Where cut your hand? So, you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The
He is
woman,
the
the
chief
wife.
chairman of ICANN District and Society Abuja.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
I can.
Yes, sir.
I can again.
Yes, sir.
No. Okay, the second number where you give me, where you talk saying that the wife be MD, and I call him, no be like say I get him right. Check for me. 080
Yes, sir.
38
Yes, sir.
25
Yes, sir.
17
Yes, sir.
47.
Yes, sir.
Wait. 080. Look him carefully. Look him. Bring the paper close. 080
Yes, sir.
38
Yes, sir.
25
Yes, sir.
17
Yes, sir.
47.
Yes, sir.
Where you write saying Mrs. Joseph, the wife of the MD, the wife of the CEO, and now she be the MD of the Triple Hand Agro Food Limited. Where your hand cut so.
Yes, sir.
Where be say you try make them talk with you as it be saying a permanent disability you don't get. They talk say after all they don't pay you salary.
Yes, sir.
Say now you carry your hand chook inside inside machine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, as if you say you don't confirm him, I go just call him once. If he now the man I they call now just to give him opportunity make he respond because now you're right. It can't be like say the line no.
The customer you are calling is busy. Please try again later.
Now the same thing they talk before. The wife on web is 08038251747. Make I try and that one ring. Even the man on ring before he come begin say he's busy.
He's busy.
Okay, I know sure say na person go tell you this kind thing where you talk say what thing they tell you when you call when you talk to them about your hand where cut.
They tell me that I am the one put my hand in machine and the machine cut off
Dear
my hand.
customer,
I
the
even have the
MTN number
record
you
of our
dialed is
voice
currently
call
switched off.
in my
Please
phone.
try again later.
Okay. The wife on don't switch off. The man on the show busy.
Maybe a battery don't die.
Maybe now the battery. So make we believe say they go still get back. If they not get back tomorrow, we fit also continue with the matter. And then, unless you want, make we reach out to Ministry of Labor.
Please, let's reach out to them, Consultant I.
Or we reach out to our lawyers where we say, at least as if we say they bring new machines. Now them get the place, the house where the factory.
Yes.
So that one safe if they.
He's the former chairman of the estate.
No need to go to Ministry of Labor because if we go begin look for how to soften them. So this one now we go quickly talk to our lawyers as he be say house there where if it help this young man to start life.
Yes.
So
make we hear from Daddy Scaffold.
Good morning, Miriam.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Nigerians. Every morning here, we see story, we hear story. The one that will shock us, the one that will make people cry. And this is one of them. Last week, I was vibrating and I was shouting and calling Ministry of Labor and Productivity. I was also calling Nigeria Labour Congress. Why are we doing this? People would come here and do us. They will do us over there. We, Nigerians, equally doing ourselves. My brother, this company is owned by who? Which country the man come from?
He's a Nigerian man from Edo State.
He's a Nigerian man.
Yes, sir.
Maybe his wife is Oyibo.
The same area, Edo State.
Okay. So, my brothers and my sisters, you can now see that this one is the person where no person, now they kill him. Now, Nigerian man and Nigerian woman, now they kill Nigerian man. You have factory, you don't train your workers, you give them overtime without paying them, you stretch them to overwork. Now, Nigeria Labour Congress will be making noise that they will do this, they will do that. They will just be talking. No action. Ministry of Labor, they are there. They are not doing anything as far as I'm concerned. Because every blessed day will talk until we come and knock on their door before they take care to do what they're supposed to do. I begin to wonder whether they are there just to gist and press phone, or that they know they have responsibility. Now they will talk of the minister is not doing what they're supposed to do. Meanwhile, the people there are not doing. I am saying this morning they should borrow and leave from the development control. They'll go every nook and cranny to make sure that every building that is not supposed to be, they pull it down, at least mark, shows that yes, this building is not supposed to be there. Why are we doing this to ourselves, for God's sake? If you can't work, you can't work. You leave the place. If Ministry of Labor, as well as Labour Congress, all of them, they cannot come up to this morning before this program is over today and do something about this. This one is not that the one that say will carry passport and run away. He's a Nigerian. He's own a property. The factory is there. And I'm calling development control to find out this morning whether the man is supposed to sit a factory inside estate. I'm sure they are listening to us. I want to appreciate Madam Dr. Mrs. Juma Amadu because she's up and doing. I know that his ministry and department, they will do something this morning in respect of this.
Yes.
I don't want to talk too much.
Thank you. Make us appreciate that Scaffold.
Thank you. You see, he worked for 11 hours with 30 minutes break. 11 hours.
11 hours.
With 30 minutes break.
Even in 9 hours, you have 1 hour break.
His English always tells us that work never kill person. Work around the clock.
Wait, okay, work around the clock. He, as the leader, he dey work around the clock. When I see what they talk about leadership qualities and responsibilities.
Mariam,
Sir.
there are laws in Nigeria that protect workers. I think the challenge is making sure that there are people who make these laws, who make it work.
I'm not sure these laws are working in Nigeria.
That's what they call employees Employees Compensation Act 2010. If a worker sustains injury, permanent or temporary, whatever, is entitled to total compensation. Now, even in death, he is entitled to total compensation, and it's the duty of the employer to do this. Within 14 days, this action will be activated. And then within 7 days, he was mentioning Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund. Yes. We need to find out whether that company is registered, because every company supposed to register with that trust fund.
Elder
in
Lambert,
case of accident. Yes.
Elder Lambert,
yes.
This one where you talk is only applicable on paper. My brother.
Yes, ma'am.
They don't tell you now for the workplace, say if damage come or any problem come, they will compensate you now.
They not tell us, but as he reported my case.
No, don't go too far. See, Elder Lambert, let's tell ourselves the truth.
Yes.
This constitution is applicable to only papers, because they know papers will not have any damage.
Yes.
These are things that if you work in a company, first thing first, once you undergo induction, there are things that are supposed to spell it out for you to know. This is what you are going to get at the end of the day. This is what happens if there's a professional hazard. This is how you be compensated. These are how many companies, how many institutions, how many organizations have deemed it fit to do that.
Mariam, you're right.
How many?
The regulatory authorities are not doing their job very well.
Because the constitution is sleeping.
He may not have what do you call it? He may not have an employment paper specified, so he's not that protected by the law. The law ought to protect the weak, and that's what they're supposed to do. So while we are looking for Nigerian Labour Congress and all that, I think sometimes we should find a way of activating, even if it's a suit against the people. But I know it's difficult. For in this case,
is it our responsibility or the responsibility of the government?
No, in this case, I think the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund should be contacted again in our process to find out a license, or to know whether that company is safe, because that's also an offense. If that company is not registered with that insurance company, then there's a problem too, because it ought to have been a body that ought to do that compensation.
No be here one woman go open quack hospital where somebody hand rotten, then cut the hand. We come here, they talk to this woman. She not even feel remorse, say see wetin dey happen for this lady. Now the money where she spend.
Auntie Mariam, no verse. As if we say we don't enter the law side, make we find out from Barrister Uche Owazuronye whether anything where they go fit do to activate the law for this our brother we go work for factory and then in hand cut off the very first day if they give to if they work on that machine, and the people where employ them come begin talk, say accuse them, say na carry in hand put inside. We ask how they want settle them for this permanent disability. They say they pay them a salary. Hello, good morning, Barrister Uche.
Good morning, Congo.
I don't know whether you get any chance to follow us this morning for the program Brekete Family.
I've not joined really, but...
Okay, but the little preamble where I give concerning one of our brothers, if you see the hand as he take pieces, you go pity him. And the company na Triple Hands Agro Food Limited, waiting be their product, so that at least people where they buy go know what in them.
Yam flour.
Waiting the label them.
Is the name Triple Hands Agro Food Enterprise.
Triple Hands Agro Food Enterprises. So the man go work. The company import one machine from China. They don't even bring who go install them. Now them and video they use, they install them. After they install them the first day, this young man was put to work for 11 hours with only 30 minutes break. In work finished by the 6:50, started by 8 o'clock. In head begin to turn am na so a full hand cut, complete cut as we they talk, and the company no say or do anything till that time. We don't try reach them even before coming to studio, and inside studio here We don't call them many times. They no respond.
Where is this company?
For local Goma, inside the industrial housing estate. Now they say the factory. Yes.
Oh, don't worry. That one is a minor thing.
And I hear say the man self now get the house where the factory sits. So at least property there where go feel settle this young man.
You see, but it's so unfortunate. Let us, because we have to believe him since they have not responded to give us anything to the contract. But it's very difficult to believe that humanity has degenerated to this point where people will place no value to the life of our welfare of others, especially the workers from whom they earn, because the real profit of an entrepreneur is the excess derived from the staff. That is the profit. Because there's no staff that is paid what he produces. A staff is paid below what he produces. So the excess of the production of any staff is the gain of the entrepreneur. But that is business. But going to law is very simple thing. A lot of things, the law is very clear on some of these points. One, the Labor Act determines how many hours somebody can be employed for a job, maximum man hours somebody can do for a job, a paid job. Then the other laws also provide the necessity for the employer to provide safe environment, safe training, safe equipment. This is where, even where an expert is manning a machine, the Labor Act and other laws also provide that it is the duty upon the owner of such machines to provide safety environment, an environment that is so safe in the event of the unexpected happening, like fire outbreak or any kind of industrial accident. The law also requires for the organization to provide remedies in the event of anything happening. For example, is there a nearby clinic? Is there an arrangement with clinics on those things? And then more importantly, if after all precautionary measures are done and something happens like this, I mean, without the person being negligent, this is where somebody has done all his due diligence, and yet something happens at the place of work that results to permanent disability. The law is very clear on it, that the employer has to provide the person for the necessities of life, for the necessary needs for life, and also that the person is entitled to loss of expectations of life. And loss of expectation of life has been defined to mean the totality of what the person would have earned for his entire life had it been that he has been well and healthy to work. The law is so strict about it. So I wonder, well, I think that our labor unions will take a step further to educate our entrepreneurs and employers on this reality, so that even before anybody makes choice of who to employ and the environment they're subject to their employees to, they would have known their full responsibility towards their employees. For us as lawyers in the Brekete team, we are going to do our utmost to ensure that the man gets justice. It is quite easier for us because every factor here is within Abuja, so we are not going to pay any extra to go anywhere. So it's a done deal for us. We will ensure that the law takes its full course, both in civil to ensure that we claim his civil liability, his civil entitlement, and ensure that also, if in the course of evaluating the case, any crime is suggested, we also ensure that the law takes its full course criminally against the perpetrators of this ungodly acts. So they are short of our own commitments.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So it means say you dey ready to see him with the Brekete family lawyers team.
Immediately, if he can come, let him go. If he cannot come, I'll come there now.
He will. This one he will be able to come.
We stop these things.
He will be able to come now. The hand they cut, no be like the other one where be say the whole body no fit move. So this one go come. We go send them to you. May God continue to bless, promote, and protect you, sir.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Auntie Mary, and good morning, Brekete family. this kind of issue that happened to this our young brother, in terms of industry, it is happening on daily basis. It's happening on daily basis. And yes, we pray that our industrialization will grow. As it's growing, it's coming with its own damage and effect. It's happening on daily basis. But the question is, you as an entrepreneur, you as the owner of the business that owns the business, it's your duty. It's your duty. You own the company. Because if this man was processing this flour, cassava flour, whatever he's processing, and dollars is coming out, you won't tell him to carry the dollars home. Whatever profit he generate, it go your profit, it go your pocket. Whatever damage he generate.
Okay. Consultant I. He say no need. So just talk to him.
Whatever damage is producing is going to you too. So it is your duty. I want to use this opportunity to call all fellow industrialists in the nation. Please, let's give this training a training. Let's call a training a training. Let's train our worker. This thing that has happened to this man ought not to have happened. It's all about training. Some of this machine vibrate. You can't be on top of a machine that is grinding something, vibrating for a very lengthy hour. It has effect. These are part of the effect. So this, if proper management has been done, proper placement has been done, yes, the machine can work for 24 hours, but not one person operating it. Had it been they have maybe 6 hours, you work 6 hours, come out, another person work, come out, another person work, come out. There are machines that keep on working, but you can't keep the person working. So I'm using this opportunity to call on all people that are into industry. Number one, you cannot replace life. Let's value life. Let's value life. Let's value life. Let's give proper training so that the person will be there, the industry will be there, we won't have issues tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes, make we appreciate Mr. John. So I can make you go sit down. After the program, you go see Barrister Uche Uwazuronye, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next case, please.
Okay, Auntie Miriam, I can get one update about the woman we say they can't carry her brother.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Auntie Miriam.
Morning, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Brekete family. Auntie Miriam, you remember the one sister and brother where they come the last time?
Yes, sir.
We talk say DSS come go Okene arrest say person where they want arrest. Say they can enter in brother room where the brother prepare things and bad boys where they attack them where they can't shoot them according to her.
Yes.
Carry the brother go. Finally even arrest the person where they come to look for.
Yes.
We since that time up till the time where they carry cry come here, both the wife of the person where they come to arrest them, they don't know where all of them they we make them carry cry come.
Yes, sir.
So feature them here. The Honorable President Direct Semoku called the PPRO of the PRO of DSS. So he advised, made the family write official letter to them, and they don't write, they don't submit. So they come to let us know say they don't do waiting DSS ask them to do. Why I talk say waiting DSS ask them to do be say the PRO now be the mouthpiece of the DSS. So we believe anything when in talk, na DSS talk. Now make a talk say they come to talk say waiting DSS say me then do, they don't do them. So the family they wait to hear from the DSS as it is now.
Okay, thank you. Make you appreciate Akramakala. All right, thank you. So Akramakala, make we still call them and talk a bit. This one where you don't talk a day, okay. All right, okay, let's hear from them. Okay. Good morning, ma.
Good morning, Auntie Mariam.
Thank you.
Good morning, Brekete family.
Good morning.
Last time that
Open your mouth or put the microphone close to your mouth.
Okay. So as we said, laid the complaint on air that
Your
day.
name, ma?
My name is Fatima Musa Hassan.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Auntie Maria.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning, Brekete family.
Your name, sir?
My name is Muhammad Ibrahim.
Okay. Please, what's the update?
The update is that when we are asked to write to the DSS that day, we went and looked for a lawyer that will help us do that. So we brought a copy here to come and show you people that we've did what we are asked to do. But we are waiting to hear the response of the DSS.
Okay. All right. And I believe, say, just like Akramakala talk, the PRO of DSS, they use the mouth of DSS talk. So this information we're in given now directly from the DSS. So let's hold on and get their own feedback before we know the next line of action. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay.
Really appreciate.
Thank you. All right. We get one information here. Mrs. Udogo Francis parked a silver-colored Toyota Corolla 2003 model with registration number MUS 794GH at Utako AEDC Arab Junction on Sunday, the 20th of August 2023, around 9 p.m. The car was stolen at the same spot. Anyone with useful information about the missing car should come to Human Rights Radio and Television at plot 1184 Kora District beside Games Village, Abuja. Thank you. Yes, please, Kemi.
Okay, the next case now from Innocent Chinedu. Now be the person where alleged say last year January saying Sunday on top bike and say as in they go school. So one accident can happen where making son he can't break in 2 legs and he hand. So according to Ram, in talk say the person in question will get the car only pay 30,000 naira. Meanwhile, the pikin don't undergo several surgeries. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Auntie Maria.
Morning.
Yes, ma'am.
What will be your name, sir?
My name is Irozirike Innocent Chinedu.
Okay. All right. Please narrate your story, sir.
I came on behalf of my son. 27 January 2022. My son was going to school on a bike.
How old is your son?
12 years old.
Okay.
So this other person used to come to the house and carry them to my children to school. So that day, the other 2 of my children, they are on strike. It's only this one that went. So the Okada now took along this Kapusa Apo Express Road. They were coming from Kapusa on Tide Road. So at that junction, an accident happened. So my son broke 2 legs, here and here, and 1 hand. So the owner of the motor now, the Okada people that saw when the accident happened. So the man wanted to run. The Okada people heard him. He wanted to bribe them so that they will let him go. The Okada refused that he's not going anywhere, that he should take this small child to hospital. So the process, the Okada now went to police station Kapusa and reported the matter. And the man now forced the man to take my son to hospital. He now took my son to one hospital at Kapusa for first aid treatment. So after that, they now refer us to Asokoro Hospital. So we went, that admitted my son that day. We thought that it's just a small thing. We spent 2 months. My son spent 2 months in that Asokoro Hospital, crying every day, very painful, very severe pains, crying every day.
If he's crying here, somebody that is at that road will hear his voice where he's screaming, crying day and night. So that day, that 27th day of January, that person came. He came with us to the hospital. That was on Thursday. So after the admission, he went. Another day I saw him was on Sunday, that he came with the IPO to inform me that we will come and see the DPO on Monday. That was the last time we saw this man. He did not call. He did not care to check on this boy that had an accident. The man was only claiming that it was the Okada man that hit his motor, not him that hit the Okada. And I asked him, "Is the motor? Did you park your motor one place so that the Okada man now went to hit your motor?" It was in motion. So that throughout that period, my son was in the hospital. He did not come. He did not call me. So one of the visits the appointment we had with the station, we went there. I went there. I meet the guy. He came with a lawyer. So after much deliberation on the matter, the nurse said we had an agreement, a gentleman agreement. I said it's an accident. I agreed. So we have now agreed that the expenses will be shared 50-50. I accepted. So they say, in Asokoro Hospital, they do pay before treatment. So they brought the first bill, 70,000. Now informed the IPO. It took 1 week. I sourced for money. It took 1 week before that man brought 30,000 through the IPO. That was the only money he brought. So when another bill came, I called the IPO. When I called this man would tell me to call I should call the IPO. That's how they use. I called the IPO. IPO now told me that he will not put his hand into the man's pocket to bring out money. So they have been turning me like that. I sold everything. My television, my this thing. I went borrowing here and there. I sold a little land I had in Kaposa to raise this money. Borrowing money. I borrowed money everywhere. This man abandoned me and my son. 12 years old boy. He went for, after that surgery in Asukro, they implanted implant on his two legs. The first surgery. He now went for another surgery to remove the implant again. This one is in Enugu, orthopedic hospital in Enugu. Because of the charges, I can't afford the bill here. So I took him to Enugu for the second surgery. This man did not care even to call, even to visit my son, or even to visit us. He just left us like that.
For the surgery, how much will I spend?
We spent over 1.3 million.
For the two surgeries, the one for Asokoro.
Yeah, the one and the Enugu one.
And Enugu.
Yes, sir.
When I get the receipt and everything.
I do, ma.
You have everything?
Yes.
All right. So give us a number. Kemi, have we reached out to the man in question?
Yes, I called him and he said he's in Lagos, that he doesn't have transport to come to Abuja. I said, okay, no problem. Say we'll call him. He said, okay, we'll call him on air, make him explain your own side of the story.
All right, please call him. Please give us his number quickly. Waiting me the man name.
Bosse.
Mr. Bosse.
Yes.
Okay. The way some drivers they drive, for this Abuja, you go wonder say na their papa do the road, and sometimes the way some Okada people they drive again, na their own even worst pass this Okada people. Hello, good morning, Mr. Bosse, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Mariam Umbak. I'm calling you from Human Rights Radio and Television, the program Brekete Family.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You did live with us. You did free to talk.
What you say, ma'am?
You did live with us as they talk to you now. Everybody they listen to me and you.
Oh, okay.
Both in Nigeria and in diaspora.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
I listen to your program a lot. I can't do without listening to it. So I know you are alive. Yes.
Thank you, sir. He gets one man wey carry complaint come our radio station.
Okay, ma'am.
In name now.
Innocent Chinedu.
Mr. Innocent Chinedu. He talk say.
Okay.
In son wey carry Okada wan go school get accident with your own car, and are you dey involved for the accident? So to cut the long story short, then una report the matter for police station, and the agreement wey dem give una for police station be say una go share the bill 50-50. Any amount wey you spend for hospital, una go share am 50-50. Say the first bill wey dem give am 70,000, e go meet the IPO for the police station. Say make dem call you so that you go bring your own 35,000, him 35,000, but e reach 1 week before you even carry 30,000 come. And then since then, you've not checked up on them. You've not even called to find out how the child is doing. Nothing. And aside from that 70,000, e gets more bills where they don't incur because they do 2 surgeries. The first one na the implant where they put for the 2 legs where they broken. The second one, because the bill dey too plenty, they no fit do am for Abuja, then go Enugu. Na there they comot the implant for the leg. And according to him, allegedly, say he don't spend like 1.3 million naira in total for both surgeries, and you no give any amount as per say 2 of una suppose share the bill together. So this is the opportunity for you to say your own side of the story, sir.
Okay, that's fine, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Firstly, ma'am, we never had any agreement from anywhere.
Okay.
They can actually confirm from the station that there's no agreement in between me and him on what's called how bills are going to be shared. There's no agreement, ma'am. And second, let me start with from when the thing happened.
Okay.
Ma'am, very early that morning, because I'm a early person, I wake up in the morning, I'll take my son to the school before going to work. So this fateful morning is around 6:30 in the morning. So I wasn't speeding. My son was sitting right in front of my car. I was just going gently and all that. So next thing I just hear, bah, in front of my car. What happened was that this man put his son on a bike. And that he put on his son on a bike, and that bike man picked another person on the road and added it to that passenger, which is that boy at the middle. So